It ain't easy being in this truth. But you gotta understand this much. A lot of y'all feel like you gotta do this all on your own. But guess what?
You don't have to do this alone.
You've been trying to do this all by yourself all this time and it ain't working.
You don't have to do this alone.
The Bible say we the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
You don't have to do this alone.
Gather yourself together, O nation not desired. Where 2 or 3 are gathered together. It's time for us to come together. You ain't got to do this by yourself.
You don't have to do this alone.
My ox said this walk is hard for him. Romans 9, bro, if I could, then I would walk for him. Days you feel like giving up, that's not at all foreign. Seems when it rains down on the just, somehow it starts pouring. We labor much, but people ain't in touch. We guard the sheep and build them up, and still that ain't enough. She came to terms, her heart is frail, she can't afford to trust. He's scared to come amongst the flock, cause he be fighting lust. They just got this truth, just let them settle in. Too many Jakes swinging the swords with the metal in. You join the camp, they did you wrong ever since you resent. Where 2 or 3 are gathered, scripts say that he in the midst. The book says the most high appointed able men. Follow the men that fear the Lord and never follow trends. No limit ditching on the body is irrelevant. When you ain't strong enough and times get tough, I'm here to represent.
I know it seemed like I've been gone for a minute. I was thinking about home for a minute. Can you please pick up your phone for a minute? Meditate up on this song for a minute. Probably wanna be alone for a minute. I'ma give you what you want for a minute. Say these lyrics like a poem for a minute.
Most of us pay, we just been on for a minute.
You don't have to do this alone. You don't have to do this alone. You don't have to do this alone. You don't have to do this alone.
My condolences, I heard you suffered loss. They should've warned you love ain't free and we should count the cost. They say they know just how you feel, but that don't help at all. Let's lift our hands up to our Abba, he's the one to call. You say that you don't feel connected, wanna get away. His spirit leaves if you ain't doing what the scriptures say. So many years up in the churches, they was telling lies. But when you stand in front of Christ, what you gon' testify? As a nation, we gon' get salvation. Just know connecting all these bones is gon' require patience. We worry over what we can't control, we gotta face it. We got eternity for mysteries, let's get the basics. Let's keep this law in all our conversations. Where your fringes, don't you ever let them see you naked. Offenses must come, so we must embrace it. Real love ain't what you give, is how you choose to take it.
I know it seemed like I've been gone for a minute. I was thinking about home for a minute. Can you please pick up your phone for a minute? Meditate up on this song for a minute. Probably wanna be alone for a minute. I'ma give you what you want for a minute. Say these lyrics like a poem for a minute.
Most of us pay, we just been on for a minute.
You don't have to do this alone. You don't have to do this alone.
Whatever you going through,
you don't have to do this alone.
you don't have to do this by yourself.
You don't have to do this alone.
Desire one Ariala. Selah Soul.